Hi, today I'm making Thanksgiving dressing. I've had a couple of requests for this, so I thought I would show you how I make my dressing. So I'm going to begin with dried cornbread. So I just make enough to feed 4 to 6 people, and I would recommend that you use whatever, that you use a cornmeal recipe without sugar. You want to make sure that it's dried. And I typically make it a couple of days ahead and then let it kind of sit out a few hours so it really dries out and is nice and crumbly. So we're going to crumble it. So I'll have a couple of cups of cornbread. I'm also using 2 types of other breadcrumbs, and that's 2 more cups of each one. Doesn't really matter the type of breadcrumbs, but I do find that the mixture of herb breadcrumbs makes a better tasting dressing. I'm also going to chop up a medium-sized onion and at least a cup of chopped celery, and then I'm also going to use 1 medium bell pepper. I'm going to chop that up fine. So all of my vegetables are in small pieces. And I set that aside, the peppers, celery, and onion, and then return to mix all my breadcrumbs together, right? So I'm adding the breadcrumbs so that they're well combined. And then I'm going to saute or cook my vegetables. Sometimes I warm in the microwave in water. Sometimes I saute them in butter. It's your choice. While that's happening, I have also been preparing the gizzards and the turkey necks. I boiled those because I'm going to peel the meat off of those bones and cut up those giblets to go into the cornbread dressing. Next, I'm adding salt to the water. And these usually cook about an hour and a half or 2. So I start them earlier. I add my black pepper and just let that cook down. And then I'm going to peel the meat off of the turkey necks, like I said, and cut up the giblets. And I'm going to transfer the turkey meat to the mixed breadcrumbs. And then I'm adding a cup of chicken broth and the cooked vegetables. Now, I'm going to go ahead and mix all the ingredients together. And right now you can see it's pretty dry. We're just going to combine that. What I'm trying to do is add liquid as needed. People always ask me, how do you have a moist dressing, but it's not soupy or wet? Well, you just want to be careful with how much liquid you're adding. And so I'm definitely taking the drippings from the turkey. I have another half cup of drippings. I'm adding that. And if I need additional liquid, I will go ahead and add chicken broth, just as needed. But you just want to mix that together and just be mindful, right? And so it should have a little bit of a moist but dry texture. You're going to add in 1 egg, and the egg is going to brown it. And then I'm transferring it to my greased or prepared casserole dish. And this is a small amount. So this is probably feeds about 4 people. And I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees for at least 35 minutes. When it's done, it'll be crispy brown on top, and it should be just the right amount of moisture, not too dry when you cut into it. And you can serve that with gravy or without. Oftentimes I serve it without because it's moist enough to eat alongside the turkey. So that is my recipe for cornbread dressing.